Perek Vav. Perek Aleph and Beis makes two primary points. Number one, that the creation is every second. And number two, because it's Yesh Miyayin and it's not Yesh Miyesh. And because creation is every second, because it's Yesh Miyayin, not Yesh Miyesh, therefore there is Hashgacha Pratis and miracles not like that because Perek Gimel and Dalet make another point. And that is that Hein Gvura Isav. That just like it takes the Eibishter to create Yesh Miyayin, it takes the Eibishter to create Yesh Miyayin in a way where he's concealed. The end of Perek Dalet and Perek Hey, the way the Rebbe interprets it, and without the Rebbe it doesn't make one bit of sense, is saying that the Gevura is not just helping Chesed create, the Gevura is the creator. And as a consequence, when the Eibishter makes a world, and in a way where there's his almos, there's a concealment of the Eibishter from the creation, the concealment is real. And therefore, even a Yid like Moshe Rabbeinu, is a saga of Nevuah, is tak only in Bria, not in Atzilus. It's only in Netzach V'Heid, not Chassid Gevura. It's only in Gan Eden, at the end of the page, it says, there's a shtickle gili of Atzmos. And over there also, he has to explain how it could be. Perek Vav is the new Nukud of Achdus. And the new Nukud of Achdus, Perek Vav, the way I understand it, now of course I could be wrong, is Havayu Halakim. But the Shir of Shabbos is a Hagdom. Havayu Halakim is the Shir of today, Sunday, this Shir here. But Shabbos he gives a Hagdamu. And he says like this, V'hine, Perek Vav, V'hine. Shem Elikim, Hu Shem Midas HaGvura V'Atzimtzum. The divine name Elikim is the name that denotes Gevura, strength and contraction. Just like Havayah, the Alter Rebbe said in the beginning of Perek Dalet, means Hoiva, and the Yud Moira Latmidas. Remember how he translated Havayah? The Havayah means Hoiva creates, and the Yud shows it's creating every single second. Elikim means Simtzum. That's why the Kim is the numerical equivalency of Ateva. It blocks the light from above. That creates and gives life to the world. And it affects that, it appears as though the world is is standing and conducting itself according to Teva, according to nature. Now it says in Chassidus, based on Shalf Chuvas Chacham Tzvi, there's three translations for the word Teva. Number one, nature. Number two, matbeya. Matbeya doesn't mean a coin, it means a mint. Like kol matbeya shtovacham beberachas. A mint is one mold, and you make thousands of replicas in exactly the same mold. What's teva? Teva is nisim. But that's from Baal Shem Tov. But since it's the same miracle again and again and again, you think it's predictable. It seems to you like there's a pattern and there's laws. Each individual event is a separate miracle from the Eibishter. The third translation of the word Teva is from the word Tuvu B'Yamsef, immersed and sunk into the sea. Right? When a person is sunk into the water, they can't see what's happening outside. Because you're sunk into the repetitive order of nature, and you're impressed by it, and you argue that natural phenomena are predictable. In other words, it's not the hand of God, but it's a natural progression, conforming to certain laws and patterns, so that immersion prevents you from seeing the Eibishter. Because you're sunk in the repetitive nature of nature, you stop seeing it as the Eibishter, you start seeing it as Shem Elikim. You understand? So Elikim conceals of the Eibishter. Shem Elikim Zen, this divine name Elikim is what we said in the beginning of Perek Dalet. It's a shield and a sheath for the divine name Havaya, which is creating Hoiva, and the Yud is made al Atmidus Lahalim Ha'er V'Achayis, to conceal of the light and life, Hanimshech M'Shem Havaya, which is radiating from Shem Havaya. Umahava, that creates Mi'ayin from a non-existential state, liation to an existential state. And the effect of Shem Elikim is Shalei Yizgala L'Nevroyim, that it shouldn't be revealed, the Koyach HaInsof, to the creations. Because if it would be revealed to the creations, then we would have what's said in the beginning of Perek Gimel, that we is battle b'Metzias, to become nullified in the Metzias. And now here comes the Nekudah. V'arei Bechinas Gevura Zu, v'Tzimtzum Hazeh, Gam Ken Bechinas Chesed. This Gevura, the fact that Hashem is hidden and concealed, is the greatest act of Chesed. You know why? Sha'olam Yivna Bay. Because it creates the world. If the Eibishter would not conceal himself from the creation would be him, or at least the Eitzis of the Dvar Havaya, the Eitzis of creation. It wouldn't be a world. And this is the idea of Gevura that's included in Chesed, meaning to say that this Gevura is not anti-Chesed. This Gevura is pro-Chesed. It's facilitating, it's helping Chesed achieve its purpose. So let's think about this. There's two issues here. The first issue is at the end of Perek Dalet and Hey is saying, don't view Gevura as simply an assistant to Shem Havaya. Havaya is creating. And Gevura is helping. No. Gevura is a partner to Shem Havaya. Just like Havaya creates, Gevura conceals. But the concealment is part of creation, which is the shir we had on Friday and on Thursday, the end of Perek Dalet and Perek Hey. Now we're saying a different Nekudah, that the Gevura itself is Chesed, because you need to have a world. And the only way there could be a world is if there's a tzimtzum of the Eibishter. So the Gevurah is actually being kind. You know why you could do Torah mitzvahs? Because Hashem is hidden. If Hashem will be revealed, you couldn't do Torah mitzvahs. So now we're saying an Eidel Leravot. In addition to saying that in order for the world to live, Hashem has to hide. In addition to saying that the hiddenness of the Eibishter is also a reality, and not just helping Havaya create, but they're collaborative creators, they create together. Now we're saying a different word. They're actually one and the same. The Tzimtzum is Chesed because it allows the world to exist. There's kindness in Tzimtzum. I would say it more basically that really all the midas are one, is the point. In other words, you're going into the individual midas Chesed or Gevurah.
I'm saying, is this the essence of Gevurah or this? No, this is not really Gevurah, but there is in Gevurah you can have a level that's not real Gevurah, but it's a Chesed.
Again, the lashon here is mashma that this is not real Gevurah. Right. But I don't think that that's the pshat and Tanya. I think the pshat and Tanya is to say that all the Esesphiras are one. He's not saying this particular Gevurah is Chesed, as opposed to a different Gevurah. He's saying that because we're dealing with Sfiras, and there's no such thing as separation. If two midas work together, since we're dealing with Sfiras, they're one. And the raya is this. What's the raya? That the Gevurah is an act of Chesed. You follow? You understand? And this leads us to the Nu Nekudah. The Nu Nekudah is the inyan of Avayahu Alikim. This is already the shiur of tomorrow.